Welcome back to our character creation series, where I'm going to talk about a few different ways you can make characters. Now, I've been playing this game for a long time with a lot of different people, but what I'm remembering as I'm going through this is when I was throwing Matthew McConaughey a housewarming party, he says, "Ian, you know the only thing I want to do is play Reclaiming Mandalore for my housewarming party." I says, "Matthew McConaughey, you got it." But he says, the thing about a Star Wars game, Ian, the thing about a Star Wars game, I gotta have the Force, man. I gotta use the Force." And I says, "Matthew McConaughey, this is not a game about the Force. This is a game about Mandalorians." And he says, "Yeah, man, I get it, and I love the aesthetic. I'll reclaim your Mandalore, but I just gotta use the Force." So I says, "Matthew McConaughey, you're not going to be tossing things around with your mind. You're not going to be controlling people with your superpowers, and you're not going to be using a lightsaber." And he says, "No, man, no, I'm going to be playing a Mandalorian, just doing as Mandalorian does. But I just gotta have the Force, just enough so it knows I'm there, rubbing shoulders with it." And I says to Matthew McConaughey, "Matthew McConaughey, I gotcha. Now what I want you to do, Matthew McConaughey, is I want you to put 6 of your starting 11 points into attunement. That's going to give you 2 attunement fatigue to work with to activate your talents right off the bat. The rest of it's pretty much up to you. You can split out your abilities however you want, but if you want to have a solid connection to the Force that you can use in a meaningful way right off the get-go, you got to put 6 points into attunement. And I got a couple little tricks for you here lined up. One of your skills you're going to want to take forewarning. That is under Combat Other on page 12. What forewarning does is, after initiative is rolled, add your attunement rating to anyone's initiative. Now, this provides some good mechanical benefits. You're going to be adding 6 to the initiative roll of anyone you choose. And you can this provides some excellent role-playing opportunities. "Wait, I've got this one." Or, "Someone's coming. You need to be right there." Or better stuff than that, even, if you can manage. And that's a passive. You will always get that. You'll be adding 6 to anyone's initiative, assuming you put 6 into attunement, of course. Now, for spending those attunement fatigue, you've got several choices. What I'm going to tell you to go with, Matthew McConaughey, is I'm going to say you take precog. Precog is 1 attunement fatigue to reroll a missed attack. That makes sense. That's how it's done. The other one I'm going to want you to take, Matthew McConaughey, this is a weird one. It's called Death Flash. You got to spend 2 attunement fatigue to activate this. You saw your own death in a dream last night. When your character dies, if there was an item that could have saved you, you have it in your pack. Now, what I want you to do, Matthew McConaughey, when your character dies, and if you're dumping all your points into attunement, it probably will. When your character dies, breathes his last breath, lies smeared across the landscape, what I want you to do is have a little flashback. You're going to wake up in the middle of the night, soaked in sweat. My speeder just hit a boulder. What was that? I was, if only I'd had a mirror, I could have seen that. And you're going to get up out of bed, and you're going to go take that little mirror that would have showed you that guy sneaking up behind you to blast your speeder to pieces. And you're going to tuck it in your pocket. And you're going to remember when you get on that speeder tomorrow that it won't be your last ride so long as, oh, I got to check what's behind me. And Matthew McConaughey, I want you to check what's behind you. Check your 6, Matthew McConaughey. And that's how you can play your Force user right out the get-go.